Hey there, Firsty friends. Welcome to our math mini lesson today. Today, we're going to do some problem solving together. You might remember Miss Hess talking about problem solving because problem solving is a station that you will do for your station rotations. If you remember, you might recognize this problem solving icon. He is wearing a thinking cap because problem solving is meant to challenge our brains to do the best that we can. I need your help. I have a real life problem. Over the summer, Mr. Gruwell and I decided to create a garden, and we wanted to use blocks to line our garden to make a path so we can walk through it. We decided that we wanted to use red and gray blocks to make our path. But here's the problem. I don't know how I should put my red and gray blocks together to make a path. Do you think you can help me figure this out? Excellent. Well, I'm going to get my thinking cap ready, and you might want to get your thinking caps ready by getting your math toolkit or a piece of paper and a pencil to help you write down your thinking that we're going to do together. I'm going to turn our board around while you guys prepare. All right, mathematicians, if you need more time to prepare, just pause the video and start back up from where we left off. On my board here, I put our problem-solving icon since we are doing some problem solving together. I also wrote my problem that I need your help with, and that is, what are patterns we can make using red and gray blocks? Now, mathematicians, before we begin, we need to look for important math words that's going to help us with our thinking. Can you find an important math word in my question that's going to help us? Wonderful, Firsty friends. This word right here, patterns. That is an important math word we need to understand in order to solve our problem. So, what is a pattern? Well, a pattern is a series or a sequence that can repeat, grow, or shrink. In this case, are we going to be using a repeating pattern, a growing pattern, or a shrinking pattern? Good, we're going to use a repeating pattern because we're using blocks over and over again to make a path. Now, if I look at the end of the word pattern, I see an S there. My reading thinking tells me that when I see an S at the end of a word like this, that means more than one. So we have to try to figure out at least 2 different patterns using our red and gray blocks for our path. Well, we could use our manipulatives like tiles, but I'm going to show you how I can use my markers and my board to help me think about a pattern. I'm going to use a red marker for the red blocks, and I don't have a gray marker, so I'm just going to keep using my black. So if I think about a repeating pattern or a pattern that goes over and over again, what could I start with? Well, I could start with a red block. Red block. what could come next? Good, a gray block could come next because I need both kinds of blocks. Now it's gotta repeat. So what has to come after that gray block? Oh, another red block. What comes next? Awesome, a gray block. After the gray block, what comes next? A red block. So we're going to stop right there because I want us to think about the pattern that we made. What kind of pattern did we make? Awesome. We made a red, gray, red, gray, red pattern. This, you might remember from kindergarten, is called an A-B pattern. Here we have red, that's A, and then gray, that's B. And this pattern repeats. So we have another A, and we have a B. Another A. So our next block would have to be a B. There we have one pattern. Check. But remember that S at the end tells us more than one pattern. So we've got to use our brains to come up with something else. What is a different pattern? It can't be red, gray, red, gray, red, gray. So what's another pattern that we could use? What if I did 2 reds and then a gray? So we would go red, red, gray. What would come next? Yes, a red, because we're going to repeat that beginning part of our pattern. So what will come after this red? Would it be gray? Red, red, gray, red, gray? No, I skipped one. Because remember, we have 2 reds and then a gray. So now I need 2 reds. I have 1 and now I have 2. And then a gray. So if we label this pattern, remember red is A. So here we have A, and then gray is B. So our pattern here is A, B, A, B. And that would keep repeating. Wow, friends, look at this great problem solving we just did together. We came up with 2 patterns that we could make for my garden using the red and gray blocks. Excellent work, Firsty friends. You're going to have a go at this in your problem solving station. When you see this problem solving icon, you will click it and learn more about your problem solving. Good luck, friends!